What's good, you guys? Welcome back to Vida Lopez if you are a subscriber. If not, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and welcome to our channel. I'm Kelly, and I want to get into the video about traveling with the toddler, because traveling with the baby is totally different. I have not done that, but I can only imagine how much more peaceful it is. So if you want to know what it's like to travel with the toddler, go ahead and keep watching. I have my phone once again, as usual, with all my notes in it so I don't miss anything. But if I do, as always, go ahead and go in the comment section and ask the question. I'll be sure to answer it for you. Traveling with a toddler. This age is so much different than a baby on a plane or on a bus or whatever, because they want to walk. They want to do things on their own. They feel like they can be their own person. They think they're big and they want to do things on their own. So on a plane, that's like not gonna happen. Everyone has to sit down when it's time to sit down. So these are some tips for you. We're gonna start off with passport. Now, if you're traveling out of the country, obviously you're gonna need a passport to travel into the next country and back. Hector and I, who is my husband, we went to San Francisco to get the passport right then and there. So if you have a passport agency near you, or maybe not as far away, you can always drive there and get the passport that day. And that's what I like to do, because it was just too risky trying to get the passport like a couple months before. I don't know, I'm the type where it's like, okay, I need it that day because I want to make sure that I actually get it. So that's what we did. So we went to San Francisco, and both parents have to be there. Like, you can't show up and be like, oh yeah, my wife or my husband's at home. No. Baby daddy, mama, whatever, they gotta be there. And if not, then you're gonna have to fill out all kind of forms, and they have to either be deceased or you don't know who they are, because you have to have permission from both parents that it's okay to leave the country with the child. So just keep that in mind. Don't think that they're gonna say, okay, that's fine, let me just call them on the phone, you could talk. No, they have to be there, or else you're gonna get turned away. What to bring on the plane. Now, this drove me insane, and I watched just about every single YouTube video for traveling with a toddler that there can possibly be. And there were a few things that only by experience would you need to know what you need to bring. I brought lots and lots of snacks and lots of snacks for Isla, because I was not sure what she would want or get tired of or whatever. You just want to make sure you have a backup plan to the backup plan. For some reason, when they travel, there's just so much going on. They're not going to be the exact same toddler that you normally see on a day-to-day basis. Like, they're going to turn into something else. But I will say this, don't bring snacks that are going to get them constipated, because I had that issue with Isla whenever we actually got to the Bahamas. It wasn't until 2 days later that she actually had a bowel movement, and it was about like this big, and she was screaming, like literally screaming, the day we got there. And I actually posted that on Facebook. I did not know who this child was. Like, I could not feed her nothing. I couldn't give her anything. Like, she was totally freaking out, and it was because she was constipated from the flight, because the air pressure and just eating nonstop, eating whenever it wasn't her time to eat. Because whenever you're traveling, especially if you're traveling hours ahead, you're gonna be feeding your child whenever they should be asleep during those hours, you know what I mean? That was actually harder on her stomach, so I suggest bringing snacks that don't hurt their stomach and don't get all bound up, and so snacks, but make sure they're snacks that don't hurt their stomach. You're gonna wanna bring books. I brought this book with us. This is her favorite book, and I found this to be her favorite book even when we're on vacation. She still was interested in it, so I brought this book with us, and it's just about the solar system. If you want to go to the dollar store and get a bunch of little books, or wherever you want, it doesn't have to be $1, but wherever you want to get books, I think that'd be a good idea to pack them. And I also packed some stickers, which I got this idea from another YouTube video, and I'm not going to link them because a lot of videos did say to bring stickers. So I brought these. They didn't really do much for her, but maybe about 15 minutes each time I try to use them, which is still a little helpful. But I also got her, which I got at Walmart, this little Color Wonder mess-free coloring book, and it comes with 15 pages, which is quite a bit because all she's gonna do is just scribble in it anyway, and she only used like the first 6 pages. So this was really helpful because she can scribble everywhere with the markers and they don't get anywhere except for on the book. So that's good on the plane and in the hotel. And you're gonna be using this stuff throughout the whole journey and throughout the whole time you're actually at your destination, because when we went to restaurants, I busted this out. This is a really good idea to bring. So they have these at Walmart, and you can get the bigger ones too if you have older kids, but this was good enough for a toddler. She's only 14 months. I did not bring these, but if you feel like bringing these are good. I got these at the dollar store. They're pre-K kindergarten colors, flashcards, and they also have the alphabets too. I didn't bring these, but these actually would serve a purpose if you felt like bringing these. This bad boy right here was only $3 at Walmart, and the Walmart that I went to, it was like near the toy section, but it was at the last aisle, so it was on the aisle on the outside of the toy section and then the bike section. So I don't know if all Walmarts are like that, but I had a hard time finding it because I didn't know where it would be. I thought it'd be in stationery. It was not. It was all the way in the back of the store near the toys and bikes. This was $3, and it's just the little Etch-a-Sketch, I don't know, Etch-a-Sketch thing. And she actually did like this, and we had this in the hotel as well. So like I said, it was $3. If they don't play with it, oh well, it was only $3, but this is good to have. The hardest thing for me was figuring out how I'm gonna bring her milk on the plane. Like, I'm not about to buy a $6 bottle of milk at the airport because everything's expensive there. And you know, who knows if they have whole milk. A lot of times it's 2% because a lot of people drink 2% milk. So for Isla, I looked through YouTube and I found that they have these non-perishable whole milk. They have different types of milk, but whole milk is what she's on right now for until she's 2 years old. You can get it at Sprouts, Whole Foods, any of those stores that's more on the like health conscious end, they have them. You can try Walmart, I haven't, but I did find them at Sprouts because we don't have a Whole Foods around in our area. So that's what I did, and I brought 6 of them with me. And what you do is you just stick it in a Ziploc bag and keep them in the back in your carry-on. When you get to security, just take them out and put them in the tub. I've used it to go to, we went to North Carolina, to the Bahamas and back, and they still let me do it. And usually they let parents bring more than what a person by themselves would bring. Just make sure it's unopened and the sippy cup that you're gonna put in or bottle is completely free of any liquids. And when you get past security, that's when you could start doing that stuff. You're gonna wanna do all that. Make sure you're organized before you get on the plane because there's not enough space to do that. It can be done, I did it, but I suggest making sure every sippy cup, bottle, and all that's filled up right before you get on the plane. It just makes it a lot easier for you. Whenever your toddler needs something, you can just grab it. You don't have to be doing chemistry on the damn plane. Depending on your destination, around the world, whatever, make sure that you bring a life jacket if you are going somewhere that has water. You're gonna be on the water, going on a boat. Bring a life jacket. You can get them on Amazon, I'm sure. We're boating people, so before the season ended, I made sure I got a life jacket for Isla, and it lasts until she's about 35 pounds. Always bring stuff that you know your kid is gonna use, and don't rely on other people. Like when you get there, don't be like, oh, I'm sure they have. No. You need to bring your own stuff because you don't want anyone telling you, no, you can't come on the boat or go here or there because you don't have A, B, and C. So that's a really good idea if you're going somewhere that requires a life jacket for children. Like I said, when we got to the Bahamas, I was extremely constipated and I did not know. So I think if I would have had some suppositories, which are those little, they're like those little wax sticks that you stick in the rectum and you let it sit there and it kind of loosens everything up and it kind of gives their rectum on the inside like a little coating, so whenever they start to push, it just slides right out. I didn't bring it, and I usually do have stuff like that with me. I actually had some at home which served no purpose in the Bahamas, so If that happens where your child's constipated, I think that's a good idea to bring some of that. I could have avoided a whole lot of pain for Isla if I would have had those on me, so bring some of those if you are okay with doing that. I brought some baby Motrin with me as well, because who knows, like what if she ended up with a fever or, you know, whatever. You just want to make sure that you have something to help them out. Don't rely on going to a store or whatever. I mean, if you have to, absolutely have to, then do it. But I feel like if you have everything on hand, you don't have to be searching everywhere. Make sure you just go to your own store where you live before you travel and get everything you need for medication and, you know, meds that they possibly might need. As far as a car seat or a stroller, now I did my research. Hector and I looked up to see if you need a car seat, and you don't need a car seat going to the Bahamas. You always want to Google and see what their car seat laws are in the country or city or whatever you're going to, because I believe even if you go to New York, you don't have to have a car seat in a cab. There's different laws whenever you're in an actual personal vehicle, in a vehicle such as a cab or something like that. So make sure you Google where you're going and you can check to see what their car seat laws are. Thank God that I did not need a car seat in the Bahamas, because that's just one, actually that's the biggest thing that I was hoping I didn't have to bring, because it's just so big and clunky and I don't want to have to check it at the gate and then wait and I want to get on the plane and I want to go. So that's a big relief. If you're going to a country that doesn't require car seats, all you have to do is just sit them in your lap. As far as a stroller, I mean, whoever created the GB pocket stroller is just like amazing, because I found that so stinking helpful. It was so helpful whenever you're traveling on a plane, whenever you haven't done it before. The stress just lifted up off my shoulders and off of my chest, everywhere, because I did not have to worry about a big huge stroller. I've heard stories where people actually checked their stroller at the gate and they brought it back up whenever they left the plane and it was busted. That is not me. Like, I will have a panic attack. I have no patience, or like, I just can't. When I was on the plane, I felt like I was gonna have a nervous breakdown. I mean, not really, but I have anxiety when it comes to stuff like that. Everything has to be perfect. Everything needs to go how I planned it whenever we're traveling. When you're traveling as an adult, it's different, but when you have kids, it's a whole nother thing. Basically, make sure you have a stroller that is not huge, because you're gonna want something that you can get in and out of a taxi if need be. Breaking that stroller down, the one that I have, was so convenient. And I actually have it right here, I'm gonna show you. Everyone was like, wow, that is a nice stroller. And I actually saw other people in the Bahamas who had the same stroller, and we'd give each other looks like, yeah, we know what we're doing. We got this. So this is the stroller. It looks big. It's not really that heavy. It's just weird because I'm sitting down. So this is the bottom of the stroller. I'm not gonna open it, but I'll link a video down below so you can see how it works. It's very simple. Just make sure that you practice a few times before you get on the plane. This stroller breaks down into 2 different sizes, and this size is the most convenient when you're getting in and out of a taxi, or you just need to break it down when you're you're going into a restaurant or something. It doesn't break down completely all the way, because these wheels are still out on the bottom. But it breaks down even smaller, and that is what is going to be helpful for you when you get on a plane, or you actually are at a restaurant and you really want to break it down. It breaks down like half this size. The wheels at the bottom are hidden. So that really helped, because I literally stuck it under the seat in front of me and I still had room for my legs. That is like amazing to me. Even the flight attendants, they were like, that is the exact same stroller that I want. Oh, I've never seen one in real life. I love it. It's so small. Oh my gosh, it's smaller than I thought. Even they were like, wow. The pilot, everyone was like, that is really convenient. And it truly is. Like I said, anywhere you go, you can take it with you. And it's not heavy. Like, I literally can hold it with one hand, obviously if I'm standing up. And I can have Isla on my hip and my bag on my shoulder, and I'm good. Uncomfortable a little bit, but I'm good. So this is called the GB Pocket Stroller, and this is in the color Capri Blue, I believe. And I wanted to get this one online. It was the same price as in stores, but I didn't want a black one. They have different colors. I just wanted something that I can actually see. I brought a carry-on for Isla, and then inside of it was a small backpack full of little stuff that I needed to just grab easily. The little bag that I brought was the Jujubee Hello Kitty Sanrio Sweets, I believe. And this bag served as a beach bag when we went to the beach. Its material is very forgiving. Like if you spill something on it or get it dirty, you can just throw the whole thing in the washer. And it's really like, you can ball it up. I didn't know it was that material, and when I got it, I was like, what the hell is this? When I got it in the mail, I was like, this isn't the bag. It actually fits a whole lot in it. I think I covered most of what I wanted to talk about and what I went through and what I experienced. I wanted to share this video after the fact because you never know what's gonna happen. And from all the videos that I've watched on YouTube and the things that I brought, I can actually say that I did the best I could, and it actually worked. Everyone was like, wow, you really got it together. The last thing I want to say about this whole experience traveling with a toddler is you can't really worry about what people say. I mean, you're the one with the child and you're trying your best, so that's all you can do. You can't control them. You can only control the situation the best you can. So if they're gonna scream, then they're gonna scream, but you just gotta make sure that you bring everything that you possibly can think of to keep them occupied. A good idea is to walk them around whenever you're waiting for the plane. Don't just sit. Get up, walk around, put them in the stroller, go wherever. As long as you know when your plane's leaving, you don't miss nothing, I say go get something to eat, you know, tire them out before they get to the plane, because that did help. Isla did kind of have her little moments for about an hour to 2 hours, and then after that she slept the rest of the flight, each and every flight, and we caught 4 planes. So that wraps it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, if you have any other questions, please tell me in the comment section and I will be sure to get back to you as always. And yeah, stay tuned for the video that I'm gonna do about packing Isla's carry-on bag, because that was quite interesting to me looking at other videos. So if you want to see that, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can get notified for our next videos and future videos. We appreciate all the love, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.